Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to It Pays to Be Ignorant, the scholarly program with the scholarly panel. Now it's time to meet these extraordinary people. First, we have an eminent lecturer and philosopher who is so popular, he has his picture hanging in every post office. A man who, when graduated from reform school, was voted most likely to return. The world's foremost authority, Professor Irwin Corey.
Good evening, Dr. Perchcone. Oh, you look wonderful this evening. You are absolutely splendid. Full of that joie de vivre. Oh, I must remember what that means sometimes. Oh, by the way, I was in such a hurry to get down here, I drove all the way like a demon. You should have seen that last turn I made on 2 wheels.
2 wheels? Isn't that very dangerous?
Oh, no. I've been riding that bicycle for years. Oh, by the way, Dr. Perchcone, I jotted down a poem this morning. Would you like to hear it?
I'd be delighted.
Thank you. I call it The Skunk and the Pig.
A provocative title, if I ever heard one.
Thank you. The skunks are generous. Oh, yes, I wrote it down twice.
Are you sure you have the correct poem?
Oh, here it is. The skunk's a generous soul, they say. The pig is a greedy gent. The skunk will stick to you all the way and give you his last cent. But the pig, that no good dirty sneak, asked the skunk to help him steal. But the skunk refused to do it because he knew the pig would squeal.
Just beautiful. Thank you, Professor Corey. And speaking of beauty, ladies and gentlemen, here is our next panel member, winner of this year's Pulitzer Prize in basket weaving, that distinguished Dean of Women at Glom University, Miss Jayne Mansfield.
Dr. Perchcone, for that adorable introduction. You are the quintessence of masculine pulchritude, superseded only by the ethereal symmetry of your flamboyancy.
Miss Mansfield, do you really mean that?
I don't know. It depends on what I said.
Be seated. Would you kindly wake up Professor Corey? It's time for his finger painting lesson.
Yes, wake up, Professor. It's time to paint your fingers.
Oh, thank you, Picasso. I must have dozed off. Whistler's mother!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here is our third panel member. That dashing, impetuous cavalier, the fabulous intellect, who was a kindergarten dropout at the age of 38. Mr. Crazy Guggenheim.
Good evening, Dr. Perchcone. Boy, I almost was late tonight on account of my girl's birthday. I went shopping all over the place. I wanted to buy her some handkerchiefs, but I forgot the size of her nose.
These are the experts, folks. Now, panel, it's time for our first question. Will be brought out by a guard from Price-Waterhouse. Will you kindly come out with the sealed envelope? Thank you. good. Now, here is the first question, and I must insist there be no levity. If you can't agree on the question, just say so.
We can't answer the question.
Can't answer it. You haven't heard it yet.
Do we have to hear it?
Would you please repeat the question?
I haven't answered it the first time.
Then how are you going to repeat it?
You know what I think? I think the doctor should go to a psychiatrist.
Are you kidding? Anybody goes to a psychiatrist ought to have their head examined.
You won't believe this, but my psychiatrist says I'm non-compos mentis.
You can't trick me with those big words. Non-compos mentis. That means the mind has left the body.
Yeah, but look what she's got left.
Please, panel, please. The question was sent in by Stanley Alpa of Shortcoat, Missouri. What bird is mentioned in the famous mystery story, The Canary Murder Case?
Dr. Perchcone! Is that a bird question?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like birds. They're so foul.
True. Now, nevertheless, the question is, what bird was killed in the famous mystery story, The Canary Murder Case?
Who killed who?
He said some bird was killed by some guy who sang to the cops and got himself bumped off.
Don't look at me. I was in Philadelphia at the time.
What bird was killed in the Canary Murder Case?
Dr. Perchcone, have the police been told about this?
Why should I tell the police?
So they can get the fellow who bumped him off.
Yes, if a murder's been committed, the authorities should be nullified.
My dear young lady, the murder I'm talking about is a mystery.
Miss Mansfield, Dr. Perchcone, is right. If the murder is a mystery, the police should know about it.
Thank you. Tell me, Dr. Perchcone, is it true that all you want to know is the name of the bird in the Canary Murder Case?
Yes, my dear.
Well, what kind of a bird was it? Was it a male bird or a female bird?
Does that make a difference?
It does to another bird.
Hey, speaking of birds, my uncle crossed a homing pigeon with a woodpecker. And now when the pigeon delivers the message, he knocks on the door first.
Panel, please. We're straying again. Miss Mansfield, do you know anything about birds?
No, Dr. Perchcone, but I hear that you are quite an authority on the swallow.
That was a goodie. A goodie, but cruel.
Say, let's hurry on with the question. I'm going to be late for my singing lesson.
Do you take singing lessons?
Oh, yes. My teacher says that I have a voice like a nightingale and sing like a lark.
If I had a rock, I could kill two birds with one stone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but I think Mr. Stanley has stumped the experts. So we'll have to send him $99.27.